Today's video is probably the most important video that I will ever make in 2020. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the things that I will be leaving behind in 2020, which sounds way more dramatic than it actually is. Basically, I just want to talk about toxic habits that I want to leave in 2020 and not bring forward into 2021. And I also want this video to maybe inspire you to think about some small lifestyle changes that you might want to make going forward into the new year. So I hope you guys enjoy, and without further ado, let's get started. The first toxic habit that I want to leave behind in 2020 is feeling guilty for taking a break. Now, I can't even begin to describe how guilty I would feel for not doing something every single minute of the day, and for even just sitting down for like an hour or two to watch Netflix or sit with my family. I would feel so guilty for not being productive 24/7. Now, I was thinking what made me feel like this, and I think a major trigger for this whole toxic productivity lifestyle that I wanted was by watching other YouTubers and other influencers living these perfectly productive lives where they were doing something every minute of the day, and that just made me want that lifestyle so much more. So I would try to overwork myself and sign myself up for every opportunity that I could possibly find, but then I wasn't really taking it all in. Therefore, I was prioritizing quantity over quality, which was really not benefiting me in the long run. My mental health, whenever I was trying to do this whole productivity, oh my god, let me be productive 24/7, which was so toxic, was terrible. My mental health, oh my god, I'm not gonna go into that too much because that, I don't want to bore you, but basically your gal wasn't happy. Like, I literally would be in such a bad mood in school, and at times it was like I just forgotten how to relax and enjoy my own company and the company of other people around me, which is such a dramatic sentence to say, but it's true. Toxic hustle culture and toxic productivity is real. Like, it's not talked about that much, but it is so real. And I don't want to bring that negative energy into 2021. This month in December, I have really taken time to just focus on myself and only do as much as I possibly can, which is why I haven't really been putting out videos as promptly, but that's just because I really want to put my mental health first so that I can focus on things that are worthwhile doing. And yeah, I would really encourage all of you to maybe just think about whether or not you have this toxic productivity type of mentality that I used to have, because it's not healthy at all, and definitely it's something that I just want to leave behind in 2020 and not bring forward to 2021. So the next thing that I want to leave behind in 2020 are toxic digital influences. Now, I feel we always talk about who we surround ourselves with physically and how some people are toxic, but we never really talk about toxic digital influences. So like many people, once lockdown started, I obviously wasn't seeing people. Therefore, I turned to the internet, and when I was on the internet, like on platforms like YouTube, I was watching YouTube a lot more. I would be watching so many new YouTubers, some of which aren't the best. You know, I'm not going to name some. I'm sure you can probably think of a few ones that are toxic, but they were just not good influences on me. After seeing what they had, I would always want more because they were doing so many clothing hauls, like excessive clothing hauls, clothes that they probably weren't even going to wear, or they were buying so much technology, and it just was not good for my mind and my lifestyle at all. I would feel so ungrateful for everything that I had, and that is so bad to say, that I used to be so ungrateful for everything I had, because I am in such a privileged position to have everything that I have. And after watching those influencers and those YouTubers, I used to constantly feel the need to want more and more and more, which was so toxic. It was just not a good mindset to be in. I've actually started to unsubscribe and unfollow a lot of the previous influencers that I used to love watching. I don't want to bring that into 2021. I really just want to be grateful for everything that I have, because if there's anything this pandemic has taught me, it's that material possessions are not everything. Yes, they do matter, but they don't matter as much as, you know, spending time with family or spending time with friends. That's what matters to me more than material possessions. I've actually started to practice gratitude a lot, and yes, it is so life-changing. So that's what I'm leaving behind in 2020. Toxic digital influences, because they are real. They are so real, and we don't need that negative energy in 2021. Thirdly, in 2021, I will stop thinking about what other people say so much, because it does not matter. So this one has definitely stemmed from the first lockdown, which is when I started my YouTube channel. I used to care so much about what other people would say. Would they laugh at me if I did something new? Would they screenshot it and send it into so many different group chats? Would I get comments in school? I used to think about it so much, and maybe that does stem a lot from my overthinking habit and also the fact that I live in a small town. But now I realize that it literally does not matter, because I always have my friends and my family who support me, and there will always be so many people that will support you no matter what. And the haters, like, they literally don't matter. One thing I've noticed since I've been on Twitter, I'm a Twitter newbie, and I recently discovered that a lot of people will be posting mental health posts and will be constantly saying, oh yeah, check on your friends and all of this. But at the same time, they contradict themselves by posting tweets about how it's so embarrassing to be a YouTuber, or it's so embarrassing to be a YouTuber in Derry. I mean, there have been so many people that have YouTube channels in Derry, for example, that have been bullied for it. Why are you bullying people and at the same time preaching about mental health? Like, YouTube is good for my mental health. I used to do quite a bit of sport. Last year and the year before, I was getting quite into sport and I was really enjoying it, and it was doing so much for my mental health. I was feeling so happy to be doing something for myself and my body. But then when the pandemic hit, I couldn't do that anymore, because obviously lockdown meant that all of the non-essentials were closed, and I haven't actually gone back to doing any of that sport a lot since. So I really like doing YouTube because it helps me stay focused, and it's me using my creative skills in a whole new, different, unique way. And I really enjoy it, and it just helps me stay sane during these new normal times. I hate that sentence, it's so cringe. So if it does good for my mental health, then frankly, I don't care about what other people say that much. And you know, the way I look at it is, well, people are going to say things, but you know what, I can just change the way I look at what they say. And that's what I will be bringing to 2021 as well. So lastly, one thing that I really want to focus on in 2021 is strengthening the relationships I already have with the people in my life, and just continuing to surround myself with people that make me a better person, because that is so important. So this year, I have really become friends with so many new people, people that I wasn't friends with before, people that maybe I didn't even really get along with before. I've just really started to vibe. I hate saying that word, but I really just started to vibe with people more, and I really like it. And I just really wish that I could, you know, see my friends a bit more and see some of my other friends in different cities or countries more, but I can't, obviously, because of the pandemic. So I want to try and do as much as I possibly can, and just continue to tell people how much I love them and how much I miss them as well, because that is so important. If there's anything that 2020 taught me, it's that just tell people that you like them or love them, and just be honest and open with your friends and family, because it matters so much. 2020 really has showed me the importance of having good friends in your life. Like, there are times when I'm at my lowest in school, for example, maybe my mental health's not great, and my friends are always there, and there's always a few people that I can constantly rely on and who can rely on me as well. Even in my family, I feel like the four of us have become so close. In a way, I just have gotten along better with my mum and my dad and even my sister more, because maybe that's because we're all growing up, I don't know, but maybe that's just because of the pandemic as well. So I really want to continue that in 2021 and just strengthen those relationships and friendships and continue to build upon them. And I would encourage you to try and do the same as well, because you need good friends, and you need to just have friends that you can rely on and who are there for you no matter what. So guys, that is the end of this video. The lighting has gone really bad right now because it is cloudy, but these are just small things that I'm going to do for myself in 2021, and hopefully I've inspired you to maybe think about what you're going to do for your life in 2021, and just the small changes that you can make to bring some good positive energy into the new year, because trust me, after this year, we definitely do need it. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate if you could give this video a massive thumbs up. And while you're down there, if you want to join our small community on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, happy new year. I hope you have an amazing new year, and I will see you in 2021 for another video. Bye!